All right. Welcome to episode number 73. All right, let's wait for a couple of minutes and then we will get it started. All right, so I hope you guys are doing all right. And so. All right. Okay. All right. So, how are you guys doing today? So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. So, I'm monitoring the chat as well. It may get a little bit delay while I'm answering, but I'm trying my best to monitor chat and then the other monitor. Okay, so I'm working on this monitor, and my main monitor is right here. So, while I'm working on this one, I may not get 100% just focus on the second monitor. So that's why that's the reason, right? Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do today. So today, let me know you guys see my screen to you all, and hopefully everything would be fine. Okay. And so couple of things, right? So yesterday we were able to do a few other things. We are, we tried to enumerate this RDP yesterday, and we tried to use the Metasploit framework, so which is the database for this one. And so my goal today is give you guys more kind of overview, what's going on, what we are working on it, and we were able to successfully export the information that we collect from the Nmap. So in Nmap, we also did the collection of the ports, all those information, all those fun stuff. However, if you see right here, we were able to enable or see the open port. If you also do the close port, you can see that as well. And if you try to do, like, let's say a close port, right? So whenever you do this is kind of filter. So there's no close port. So let's see. And but if you do this way, you can see a lot. So if there is any close port, so let's see, everything is open. I don't see close. That might be the issue. However, if I do running, so let's see running, and open grep folder. And if you have like a space in between the two common things, you can do that. You can do comma. Okay, so virtual like code, so you can do code in between of this one. So if you have a space in between there, so you can space or ABC, whatever it is, right? So that's if there is a space, you have to close the code. Okay. All right, so now today's goal is to focus on our framework, so which we did yesterday. We were also able to find the administrator password yesterday. And oh, by the way, if you are new to this channel, or if you are new to this TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, Twitch, whatever you are looking for watching from, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share, so that will help other people to join this live session, because it is free and everybody can enjoy that session. Okay, and the goal is today to help you guys with the like certification. So if you are looking for cybersecurity certification, if you are trying to go like put your goal in the cybersecurity, this live is for you guys. Okay, and then also if you share other people, and that will also help me. So and again, so this is the very useful and free course. While you are doing this, this might help you guys a lot of information. And also, by the way, if you want like one-on-one sessions, or if you want a paid subscription, or not subscription, sorry, paid course, you can do that as well. So you can fill that information. The scrolling is there, so you can fill that information, and I'll get back to you. So it is not that expensive. So so if you go to this one, so it's like 700 or something. So I'm not gonna ask you to pay 700 something to for this course. So that would be way less. Okay, and then I also have the Active Directory Pentesting practical lab. This is completely practical, and there are like a 7 downloaded resources, and this is the I just updated the new one. Hopefully, there should be new updates for you guys, and you can enjoy that session. Since this is completely theory, sorry, practical, it may not help you guys on theory. So this is completely hands-on experience. So you can also download OVF file. You can do a lot. So and if you want discount code, let me know in the Discord channel. Okay, so Discord channel is on my YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube, and if you click on this, and you will see a lot of resources here, and then web page and links here, so you can join from here. Anyway, so this is the like little bit background and summary. Okay, so and then today we are going to focus on the RDP. So RDP is one of the remote desktop protocol, which is enabled by default in the Windows computer. So since we have PC2 as Windows 11 machines, which is the target machine, and then we have Kali machines, which is our attacker machine. So attacker machine itself is like we have a lot of tools we can go through, we can install it, you can do a lot. So one thing I want to do here is if you do sudo apt update, so that will help you to give you the current update. So if you do upgrade, that will be they upgrade the new like features, but I'm not going to do that right now. It may take a little bit longer, so I will just hold on for that. I'll do offline and then come back later, but right now, to show you guys, you have to do in your Kali machines apt update. So if you are looking for, you don't need to install anything, but just that will be easy for you to update. Okay, so put your Kali password there, whatever you assign or whatever you put it there. So mine is different, so it could be different to yours. And make sure that you are able to get internet, so you can do ping google.com. So if Google is responding, you are good to go there, and it will be easy for you. Okay, all right, so it may take a few seconds, it depends on your internet speed, but I'll just wait for that. So this is the go-to every time if you are trying to pin test or do so. I will highly recommend to run this first. Okay, now if you see right here, there's a package that can be upgraded. I'm not gonna upgrade right now, so just FYI on that. But however, if you want it, so you can do sudo apt upgrade. Okay, or you can do you can do it this way also. Update and end, I know. So sudo apt, you can do update that's this way as well. So either way it will work for you, but however it really depends on you. Okay, so I'm gonna exit this one here, and I'm gonna exit this one here as well to show you guys. What I'm gonna do is sudo msf console. So if you do that, so this is the framework where you have to run. Okay, so this framework will help you guys to maintain the database for the Metasploit console or Metasploit database, because remember that the Metasploit table is different than the Metasploit database. So this is it's come by default in the Kali Linux. So, but the Metasploit table is the whole different story. Okay. So, but in the meantime, I am focusing on the Metasploit framework, not the Metasploit table. Okay. So Metasploit table is a vulnerable collection of vulnerability to help you guys to get your hands-on experience on the cybersecurity. Okay. So, all right. So what next we can do here? So the next thing we can do here is if you run this and then it will ask you to put your Kali password. What I'm going to do, let me put this Kali password here, and let's wait to complete this one. And what we did yesterday, we ran this, and again, so nmap is also tool which is very, very helpful and handy for every administrator, including the cybersecurity expertise. Okay, either you are collecting information or either you are collecting different types of information, this can help you. Okay. All right. So again, if you're new to this channel, this will help you guys to get your knowledge, and then I'm here to help you guys to make sure and help understand what's going on. So okay, give me 1 second, I'll get back. Okay. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. So okay, so let's get started with that information here. And if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and follow, subscribe, like, share, and that will help me to get information. And that will also help you other people to join the sessions. Okay. And then don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Okay. So again, so this is the very helpful for me, and I ran the nmap-p, which 23809 port is the RDP port. So RDP is remote desktop protocol for the Windows machine, and this is our target machine, since we have here as a Windows 11. And then this is very helpful. And so let me rerun today. So we ran this script here. So if you want to go to nmap here, so let me go ahead and do nmap. So Google, let's Google it first. And again, so Google will be your best friend. And if you Google it, and you can do nmap, so there is the official web page for this one. And once you go here, if you click on book, and you will see a lot of online edition to get this. What I'm going to do here, I'll just put in the chat as well for you guys, and so you can access that. Okay, so let me go ahead and paste it here. And okay, so this is the nmap. Okay. So a question, so how do you keep all your tools and commands in the one place? Always struggle to organize. Okay, so you can do is, what you can do is, because if you go to I'll just show you in the graphical user interface GUI side, and then I'll show you in the command line. Okay, so first thing, what I'm going to do here for you is, if you go to the base directory folder of your Kali machines, or you can open from your home folder as well, doesn't really matter. And if you go to here, and you can create the new folder for you, and like I did here, so AD on all the tools, right? So but other tools will be remain like wherever you want, it doesn't really matter. So the Active Directory, if you go here, I do have a lot of tools, and since this is my base directory, and I will always do CD and AD hacking tools. So that is your base directory. So you can run this every time from your tool. So you can put everything there, and then you can pull that information or tools or whatever you have. So you can do that, because that is a good way to organize. And you can do ls here, and you will see a lot of information whatever I put it here. So if there is a zip file, you can unzip it. That's really up to you. So that's how I organize. But this is, you know, different people, different thoughts. So but if you go, like if you open the new terminal, you can always go your base directory. So you have to change directory wherever you want it, and then you can run from there. Okay, so anyway, so this is the tool, what I'm going to do here. And so let me copy and share with you guys in the chat. So all right, so I will put everything here. And okay, so now what I'm gonna do again is, let me put the comment. All right, yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so I'm just monitoring the chat in different way. It could be different. So okay, so the other questions from TikTok is, if you were need to import to the VM, how do you do that? So with Python, that's M server. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, so again, so it depends on your tools, what you are looking. Okay. So if you can do it, because right now I am in the base directory, like I mentioned. And if you run that tool on this folder, if you see Python 3 HTTP server, and you change the if you want a default, that's okay. If you want to change that port, you can do 8080 or 9090, whatever you want it. So right, so you can that way. So if you do that and if you hit enter, and you can now run that into your HTTP, and that will be this 192.168, and your Kali machine IP address, which is mine, so which is this, and port is 1990. And if you hit enter, and you will see a lot of directory here, and then you can import from wherever you want it. Okay, either if you are using the evil WinRM, if you're using, you know, Metasploit, whatever you want it, so you can easily import from there. So like there's a list of tools. All right, yeah, good question. Okay, and all right, so let me know, okay, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. All right, so now what other thing I can do here is I'm going to exit this right now, and I will go back here. So since we do have Metasploit framework, so enable, now you can do is sudo I mean, you can do here's the thing. So let me show you. Here's the thing. So keep notes. So I put my notes everywhere, so but you can organize your notes section. Okay, and then the note section will help you guys to maintain your all the notes. Okay. All right, so yeah, but if you want to keep accessing, you have to run here forever. Okay, whenever you need it, or you can run it. And but now I exited already, so there won't be accessible. So just FYI on that. Okay, so you can do since we do have the RDP enable. What my goal today is to show you guys the RDP, how we can access the RDP from the Kali machine. So this is super cool. I honestly like this one. So my goal today is help you guys to maintain this one, and to run this one. So you can do is search for this, search for the RDP underscore scanner. Okay, so if you do this, there will be the auxiliary scanner RDP inside the RDP folder. So now you can use 0. So you can 0. Once you do 0, it will be in this folder, and you can do info to to do more information about this tool. But I'm not going to do that. So you can do show options directly. So I can do this, and the since we have already the user here, so I will use that user for that. So but I will use the host, our host, which is a remote host. So set our host will be 192.168.35.102. This is my IP address. It could be different to yours. All right, so I mean, it all depends on your budget. So Spectre. So it's all depends on your budget. So if you have more budget, you can go Mac OS. If you have you have less money, but I recommend using the graphical user interface UI, which is you can use either MSI motherboard to inbuilt graphical, so or you can use our separate graphical user interface for that. So because if you don't have the graphical extra graphical, so it's kind of laggy. So So I'll recommend like at least 2 gig of the GPU. So because sometimes it really need that, and then you need to run. I'll go with that, like max minimum 16 gig for memory, and then it should be like 8 core for that, and yeah, and then GPU, so it should be 2 gig at least. More than will be fine, but yeah, there are like a tons of. So I don't recommend like Mac OS, because Mac OS might be, more expensive for you guys, but Windows 11 is enough. So you can install VMware, and then that could be enough easy for it. Pochi is, I am on the VMware workstation, and we are using the Windows 11 as our target machine, and we are going through the Kali machines as an attacker. So we are using the RDP from the MSF console, which is the Metasploit database, so framework. So that is the tools we are using right now. And we tried yesterday. We get the password. We ran that, and if you haven't subscribed me, go ahead and subscribe. Watch my YouTube live since from yesterday, and you can come back for this one. But there might be some of the videos are member only, so sometime you have to pay for that, but most of the videos are free. Okay, so what else? What I can do now is, so, and if you do this one, it should be our host is a remote host, which I am using at the Windows 11 machine. And because this is my lab, guys, I'm not paying for any kinds of hack the box. I'm not paying for the try to hack me anything, because my goal is to I need to understand myself first, because if you are trying to hack other box from the whoever is created or whoever created that one, because you have to understand your basic information, how things work, right? So, and then you can go next. But in the meantime, if you don't understand how these are things working, you are screwed. So, and then you don't know how it behaves. And then also, again, so I'm keep repeating the same thing. The security operations center might catch you. So sometimes you have to be very careful and understand how behave, how it will be, how things even though if you're collecting the information, like the first phase, it may get immediately, guys. So you have to understand that. That's why I tried my lab, because I'm not hacking anything in the online, because I love hack the box. I love try to hack me. And there are like a tons of web pages that helps you to get. But if you have your passion with that, I tried myself, and then I can also use. There are like a tons of OVF files you can download. You can try it. You can sharp your skill. So not necessarily you have to pay for that, but however, hack the box is free, but you have to pay for those if they like they open for some certain timeline, and then they go for the paid version. So like I think that was like $20, like way back. I don't know, I haven't logged in yet, like 2 3 years ago. So I was super addicted with the hacker box. So that's what I'm trying my best to keep you guys informed here, and that will be understandable from your perspective. Okay. All right. So now what I can do here is RDP user. Since we have the user here we found yesterday, I'm going to use the set users RDP underscore user admin, right? So this is our admin. So options one more time, And so RDP user is this. I don't have any RDP domain for now, but here's the thing: if it says required, if it say yes, you have to put it there. If it say no, you don't have to necessarily. But since I do have admin, so I'll use this. Okay, so now we can easily run this, and once you run this, you will detect your RDP is on with that, with 338 port 9, sorry, 3389 port, and name is PC2, and this is the domain lab, and domain which is lab, and the domain fully qualification domain name is lab.local, and the service the fully qualified domain name is PC2, and so this is the PC2 here right here. And so this might be Windows 10, but this is wrong. With this Windows 11, and required NLA is network level access is yes. So that means you can literally try to use that. Okay, so that means you can try it, and so you can do the desktop. So you can use this one to remote to that desktop, because I don't want to use this. Okay, so I'm gonna use this with a domain, so I'm not using domain. So password is this, and user is admin. So, and now we confirm this, right? So once we confirm this, we were able to find the other way. So because yesterday we found the password, so if you don't have the password, you have to try a different way. Okay, so if you try to get that all those details from that, so it might be easy for you to understand what exactly happening behind the scene. So okay, any questions? If not, then we will continue. Okay. All right, so what's going on here? Okay. Okay. By the way, guys, if you are watching from different platform, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. That will help me. Okay, like, share, follow, subscribe, whatever it is. So, okay. All right. So now, what I can do before I run this one, I can also do one thing before we do that. So you can also you can use also like crowbar. Crowbar is it is super helpful for you guys. So crowbar, if you go, I think it was archived already, but let's find out. Okay, so this is the tool for the RDP one. So let's find out that. So that is the metasploit from that where we find it, but we can also define or find that from the crowbar as well. So let's go to crowbar, and crowbar is a tools from the GitHub. So I'm going to do that, CROWBAR GitHub, right? So this is the first link here, and if you open this, and you can download this one, right? I believe it's still active, huh? Interesting. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, you can download this, and you can download this, and you can run this as a crowbar. So that could be the Python here somewhere. Okay, if not, then we can do py. Okay, so right here. If not, then we can try to get the Python. Let's see. It should be Python here. Okay, right here. So yeah, you can download this right here, and you can do this right here. This is 7-zip, so you can download that, and so you can go back here, and you can do install that requirement.bat. So this is for Windows, and you can use for the Kali machine as well. So okay, all right. So now once you install that, what you can do is let me open the new terminal, so I can run that. So crowbar, so cd crowbar, Okay, and let's do ls. So there is a crowbar.py, and you can run this one as the crowbar. And so you can import this, right? So the custom wherever you want to fill, so you can use that. So but I am going to use that. So this admin, so this is, if you do this one right here, the crowbar.py and dash h, and this will help you guys to understand what exactly is behind the scene. So if you see right here, that's B is brute force, and you can do S as a server, that's uppercase S is the server file name, and that's U local is the username, uppercase username file. Or you can do this, but we can try different way. So what I can do here is, let's go to cd crowbar first, crowbar, and you can do this way, crowbar, and you can remove this. Let me remove this for now, and you can use dash u, dash p also the for password. So let's see, where is the password? So the password is okay, so right here, that's password file, that's C, uppercase C. Okay, so you can do is, you can do crowbar, and you can do this one, the uppercase C. So I'm going to use uppercase C, and that will be user share, share word list. And you can use the I do have a secret list, sec list right here, sec list, and I do have the password list here, password, and I have custom password here, so you can use your own. And so this is the crowbar, and if you do B here is the brute. So I am gonna brute force that, and this is the RDP as I see here, right? So RDP here. So and then right here, this is the server, and you can remove this, and what I can do is admin here. Okay, so we can use username file as well, and username. So let's use, because we know the password, but I want to show you guys. Okay, so you can do user share word list and sec list, and the username and custom username here, so you can use that way. So that's C here, and this will be brute force RDP, and this is server and username. So this will be the username, and this will be the password. And the other thing I want to show you guys is 35 102, and you have to use 32 because this is required, and this is the server. Okay, so like I show you here, so as is server, so this is lowercase. Okay, all right, so now if you hit enter, so it will be okay. So free RDP user path doesn't exist. Okay, so if it doesn't exist, what we can try is okay, so you can try XPD doesn't exist. So I mean, I think this free RDP is gone, so we can try to use instead of that. So like I mentioned, so you can use this one right here. Okay, if not, then I can close it, exit from here, and okay, so you can use this one. So so you can use RDP P desktop, so you don't have to use this for now. So let's do -H. So because this is the upgraded one, okay, there is the XDP is depreciated, so that's you. It works same way, but it is different tool. Okay, so no domain, we are not using domain. So cell C is working directory, and SP is password. So anything that you can help. So let's do it. So let me open the new one so I can show you guys side by side. Okay, so then RDP desktop, and I am not gonna use that, and password is that, and username is admin. So okay, so feel free to ask questions, okay guys, if you have anything. Okay, so our desktop is the desktop remote from the Kali machine. Okay, and then that is the username we are using here. Okay, if there is a domain, so you can put the domain. If not, then you can leave blank there. And if you want a full screen, you can do that as well. And then you can D as the manager directories, and yeah. So you can use a lot of switches, whatever you wanted, guys, but that could be different. So okay, so what I can do is you can use 3389 port is for the remote desktop connection. That will be there. All right, so now what I can do here is this one right here. So if you see the trusted one, and you can see yes right here. So now you can hit enter, and it says fill NLA. Do you have correct keyboard? Filter connection and old one. So we can do -V here. So -V. Okay, so now okay, V is uppercase. All right, if not, then we can use different one. That's fine. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, so auto selecting keyboard is that, and adding to your field to NLA installation. Do you have correct Carvos? Okay, so we net TGT. Okay, so you can use that, or if not, then you can use, let's see, what is V enable for verbose login. Let's see what I can try to be here. All right, so let's see. So TLS version. Okay, so use TLS version -V and 1.2. All right. Okay. NLA, do you have correct keyboard? Yes, I do. And SP. Okay, so 1.2 TLS sessions. Okay, 1.2. Okay, you can use 1.2. But you can let me do PC1 on that, so we can try that PC1. So that could be the same one. If not, then we can try to do Windows 7 machines. We can degrade that. Okay. All right. right, so let's wait for that to complete and we can try it that way. Okay, so I think this should be 3 here. Okay, so now password. Let's do ping first. Hold on. 192.168.3. Pinging, maybe 4. Maybe 1. Okay, 1. Yeah, that's fine. So 1. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I've used V awesome, so that means you can use TLS maybe. V TLS 1.2, right? Interesting. So what I can try here, maybe we can use this one. That's B, paste here. Okay. TLS modifies to 1.1. Oh boy. 1.0 TLS 1.0. What? So let's see what else we can try here. TLS version default to negotiation. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it acting weird, so we can try a different one here. If not, then what I can try here is so you can run this one here and you can say our desktop saying that what there. So the error is failed to connect required server. Oh, you know what? Maybe the password might be different. So let me try it. Okay, so remove this and password 1, and you can use as a 3 here, so which is fine. And let's see what password we have here. So okay, admin, local admin, test 1. So test 1, 2, 3. Let's use test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and password 1. So it should be fine then. Okay. What is this? Ping 192.168.102. Okay. Let me go ahead and shut down this one. Just it's getting confused. So shut down. So Windows 11 is there. And let me go ahead and exit. Exit. Okay, unable to connect. Oh boy. 2. Okay, so add to your user trust certificate. Yeah, NL is enabled, so which is fine for us. Without that, what we can try, let me see if we can help. RDP experience TLS version. That's V is this 1.0 and TLS 1.0. So let's see what Google says. So either you can use this one right here, XRDP. I don't think there is XRDP because that was depreciated already. XRDP, right? Okay. Let's see. You can remove that too. So let's see. You can use that FreeRDP3, which is a new one. So let me use that. Let me run this one here first. Let me claim this first, and X FreeRDP3 and SH. Okay, so now let's do some of the fun stuff here. So let's use this right here, and the port will be 23389, and then the IP will be 2. I am going to remove this. This is the path, and we are using the password. So let's see how this will behave. Let's see now. Value XRDP options. How we can add the password here. Authentication. Certificate. We're not using certificate here. Compression. No, not that. Encryption. And what else? IPv4. We're not using that too. So Kerberos. We're not using Kerberos. So or password SP. So okay, SP, and password we have is password. We are not using domain here, and let's see. Do you trust? Yes. Yep, here we go. So yeah, sometimes you need different tool for that, and then you are able to successfully run that information. So so let's see and how it behaves. We'll try our best. Okay, so now what we did was, let me show you guys how things works, because we knew the password and we tried other tool which was not working, and then this is the password and admin user for the 102 address, and we were able to log in Windows machine from this one right here. Okay, so now if you see, that was a successful connection with the TLS, and this is all the certificate details that we signed, and we were able to trust it, the certificate, and we were able to successfully run here. So now from the Kali machines, we are on that computer, which we were able to successfully run that. Okay, so yeah, this is cool. So all right, I'm going to sign out from here, and I'm going to exit here. So if you really want anything, you can try, if you have has, you can do PTH as well for that. And if you see hashes for this one, and you can use either dash /p is a password, whatever it is, it works best for you guys, so you can try that. Okay, and yeah, I'm here to help you and support you guys anyway. Let me know in the comment sections. We are almost close for an hour, So I am, giving you guys 5 minutes to help you answer your questions if you have anything. Okay. So, yeah, so let me summarize what we did today. So we were able to successfully launch, get the password. We tried different tools for the RDP connection since we have the password. And we also try to identify the using the Nmap from the tools where we find the information was unsecure. We were able to try to get in that computer, and we were able to successfully get on that computer with the elevation of the user escalation. Okay, so that is what we did. So and if you have questions, let me know in the comment sections. And also you can enjoy the Discord, free Discord channel, so which I have here. Not that, so I have here, so you can enjoy the Discord channel. And if I go live, I post here as well, if you see right here. So that was I did this morning. And if you want anything that helps you guys, you can discuss here. Like a lot of peoples are there and they are discussing and getting help from me. But if you want it, you can join it. Okay. Anyway, so any questions while I'm waiting for you guys for this one, and feel free to ask anything that you wanted. Okay. So all right, guys, still 3 minutes left. And if you don't have any questions, and I will end my session for today. Okay. And I will see you next Saturday, 10:30 a.m. in the morning. So in the morning means that is Pacific time, so it could be different to your time zone. So FI on that. So if you are watching from different time zone, so please make sure that you join that time. Okay, so 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. All right, so what else we can try, guys, today? So I'm more than happy to answer those questions if you have. But anyway, right, I'm here to help you. All right, so okay, so yeah, I'm just waiting for the questions. Okay, if you have, so if not, then that's fine. So I'm not forcing you guys to comment it. All right. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, if you want to do more research on this one, so you can go to YouTube here, and you can definitely get more details. And there are like tons of videos over there, and you can enjoy to those sessions, and you can enjoy the video that I uploaded. But yeah, so this will definitely help you guys to sharpen your career. Okay. I mean, that should be it for now. And all right, any questions? I'm just waiting for questions. So all right, if not, then thank you so much for joining today, and I will see you next week to 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m., and have a great day. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, thank you so much.